It's not every day that a visit to the local post office results in Elvis Presley giving you a wedding present. But that's exactly what happened to Ellen Marschhauser in early 1959. As she stood in the queue, she noticed two American men having difficulty at the till in front of her. Ellen's husband, Jim Jenkins, takes up the story.
Went aside, and she sorted out the paperwork for them, and after it was all finished and they were grateful for her, and she didn't know who they were, of course, and he said, look, we'd like you to come. I'm Elvis' father, and this is my friend. Would you like to come to a party?
Some people like to rock, some people like to roll, but moving and the grooving gonna satisfy my soul. Let's have a party.
She was invited to a party at the Hotel Grunwald in Bad Nauheim, where Elvis, his father Vernon, and his grandmother, nicknamed Dodger, were living while the singer carried out his national service.
Was introduced to her, to Elvis. There was no drinks there, no, only Coca-Cola.
So she got the chance to talk to Elvis then?
Oh, yes, oh, yeah. But it was on the second time when she was invited there.
So she went to two parties?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was when they chatted more.
Did she ever say to you what they chatted about?
Oh, mostly in the music, and where he hoped to be going. He hoped to be going to London and all that. She said, well, I'll be going to London in April because I hope to get married.
Not only did she become the envy of many, many girls by actually having the chance to go to a party, meet Elvis, but I believe she got something very special. When
she told Elvis she was going to London and to get married and all that, then he said, well, there's a little something for you. And he gave her the record player.
As a wedding gift?
Yeah.
Soon after those two meetings with Elvis, Miss Marschhauser became Mrs. Jim Jenkins and moved to the UK. But she never forgot the time she met the rock and roll star and would share her memories with friends and family at parties as the music played on the very special record player. And that very record player, given as a gift in 1959, is now producing a lot of excitement in the Elvis world, according to David Lay, the owner of the Penzance Auction House.
I'm all shook up, yeah.
I've never come across anything that has created so much excitement. I almost bump into people in the street. It's, oh, I see you've got Elvis. And it causes real excitement, and particularly with people of a certain age who grew up when Elvis was so big in the 50s and 60s. Yes, it's really quite exciting and a unique experience for me.
Ellen herself died in December 2010. Elvis passed away on the 16th of August 1977. So it's been down to Mimi Connell-Lay to carry out many hours of research into the record player's authenticity.
Elvis is such an iconic figure. He generates so much enthusiasm, but I think there's also that kind of thing about Elvis where you have all these crackpot stories about, oh, I've seen Elvis alive and blah, 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 and all this sort of thing. And you have to be really, really careful with an item like this. You have to do a lot of research and you have to try and prove it as best you can. I mean, for me, what's been the most wonderful part about researching has been meeting Jim and talking to friends and just finding out about Ellen, who comes across to me as an extremely charismatic and interesting woman, and I really wish I'd been able to meet her. For me, that's where the strength of the story lies, really, in the character of the witnesses involved. I don't have any doubts about the veracity of the story.
An estimate of £2,000 has been placed on the item, but could it go for more? Here's David Lay.
I'm nervous to suggest it's going to make some huge figure. It is an unknown quantity. Nothing like it has come on the market before. Normally it's costume. It's something that he's worn in a famous film or a famous stage production, something signed by him.
And that record player will be auctioned at the Penzance Auction House on the 12th of December. Will it leave Jim Jenkins, David Lay, the auction house, and the fans all shook up? Well, only time will tell.
I'm all shook up.